Alright, it's the dawn of a new day. Well, not really, kind of like the crack of noon. But anyways, had some errands, some stuff to do this morning. And so, getting on it right now. Here's the 3 pieces of wrought iron that we forged out yesterday evening. What I'm about to do now, I'm going to fire off the forge. And I want to get these things a little bit bigger because this ricasso and these Rougarous are so big. It's got to be a little bigger than that. So yeah. So now that I got my smaller pieces more manageable, I'm going to forge these out, forge them a little bit better to shape, and then we're going to forge fit it where it slips up into the ricasso. So that's the game plan. Let's make it happen. Hopefully I don't burn my foot. Alright, so here's to give you guys a little bit better idea of what I'm doing. Anytime before I forge, a lot of stuff I do, I don't measure anything. I do it all by eye. A lot of it I don't even plan. But for this, I'm going to try to teach you guys or try to let y'all get inside of my head. It's a scary place, but we're going to just kind of scrape the surface here. Soapstone. If you don't have it, get some. Soapstone is fantastic. Sometimes when I got crazy ideas, I draw them on the floor, like if you can see that over there. I drew that on the floor. That was the Rougarou, because I started off, these things were just bars of steel like this, and I forged them out. So sometimes it's nice to have some kind of a target to look at, and you know, like I said, I visualize a lot of my stuff, but sometimes it's nice to see something drawn as well. So yeah, soapstone, you can draw on the floor, you can draw on the ceiling, you can draw wherever. I like to draw on the anvil a lot too, so get yourself some soapstone. So here's what we're gonna do. So we got a piece like this size right here. I will look at the size of this really thick ricasso right here. So, you know, I want it to go a little bit over the top of the ricasso and then come down to about the depth of the blade, around right there. So that's what we're shooting for. And then like this and something like this right here. And again, I'm forging it a little bigger than what it needs to be because, again, it's kind of like cutting hair. You can always cut more off. You can't put it back on. So we'll turn this into a piece like this right here. We may decrease the thickness a little bit, but that's fine. This is really thick. But then we're going to go over to the mill machine, which I'm just going to basically use it like a drill press. And I'll look at this lower tang right here, and so I know that we're going to have to create a slot. We'll drill a couple holes through this piece, and then we'll try to clean it up. We may just, once we drill the holes, I'll take it and we'll forge that slot. And then we will drop the blade, we'll use it like a drift, and we'll drift the blade down until the ricasso hits here and here, and I'll smack it onto that, and that'll make us a nice little impression of where the ricasso area junction sits. And then we, like I said, we're just going to smash the crap out of it, or we may go back in here and try to file or drill some of that out. So anyways, that is the game plan, and that's my approach to getting this done. But again, every time that I build, guys, like I told you guys, I learn every day. I think I got a little bit of a gift when it comes to this bladesmithing stuff. But I'm still, like I said, I don't know it all, so I'm learning, and a lot of the things that I do, I'm just like you guys, man. I started this 3 years ago, and again, if you guys don't know my story, I was a critical care nurse for 12 years, an assistant nurse manager over ICU open heart unit, and had to forge something. That's another day's story, but I ended up having to forge something, so I bought all the stuff, and I forged, and I really caught on really fast, and I loved it. So here I am now, a professional bladesmith. But even as far as I've come, as much as I've learned about these blades, and I'm able to produce a really nice blade, I'm still learning every day. And that's one thing I can tell you guys too, no matter how good you are, how good you think you are, there's always room for you to grow. And I think, you know, same thing back in nursing. The most dangerous nurses were the nurses that thought they knew everything. And the best nurses are the ones, even if they're really, really good at their job, they're good because they know what they don't know, and they're always out there hungry for more knowledge. So same thing for me. So anyways, as you guys are seeing me build this stuff, if you have any comments or any suggestions of the way you do this, or any questions about why I'm doing this or things like that nature, again, let me know, and I'm going to answer these comments that you guys put down there. Again, this is just, no one's taught me how to do this. This is just trial and error over these 3 years. This is just the best way I've found to do this. But again, I'm always coming up with better ways of doing it. So anyways, enough yakking, a little bit more coffee drinking, and hopefully the forge is heating up. We're going to throw these in there, and we are going to get this done. call it a flatter. It's great for flattening up a work piece when you get done. So, cut. Looks good. Let's do the other ones. So another bladesmith blacksmithing tip, you know, people ask me why I have so much energy, because, well, I run off of rocket fuel, but also I run off of coffee. A lot of times out here in this shop, coffee cools off. I like it hot, so what I like to do is I take a piece of nice hot wrought iron anchor chain, and you just dip it down your coffee, lightly stir it just like that, and it's right back to the perfect sipping temp. Oh, that's decadent. Decadent is the call it. Anyways, all right, back in the. So we got these three pieces that forged out a little bit better size for what I would put a guard on these with. So now, you know, I've kind of had a little bit a change of plans. Let's put this surface grinder to use, and usually, like I said, I'll drill 3 holes and then forge through here. But I just got a new end mill bit in, so let's surface grind these and let's see if we can mill that slot. And maybe we'll mill 2 of them, maybe we'll forge 1, or we'll mill these and then we'll forge another one. But let's try this little tactic. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we may need some power. like to make sure my tracking looks good. We're good there. So let's put our put the magnet on. Move this out of the way. For those of you that are wondering, this is a TW90. My friend Travis Wirtz makes designs and makes these, so great machine. Alright, I'm going to turn on the fan. We're going to blow some of this crap out of the way while we're doing this. Here we go. So again, I didn't spend nowhere near as much time surface grinding this as I do like my layers of Damascus, but got her nice and flat, so when I sit her up on the mill machine, probably not a bad idea to do this too if I'm just drilling holes. That way I know I get a nice true hole in it. Okay, let's knock out the other two, and then we're going to jump over to the mill machine. Not too bad. All right, so let's see how good this wrought iron can be drilled away. Okay, so I'm gonna use got me a little fancy end mill bit. My lights burn out. I forgot to grab me another bulb for it, but we'll just make do with what we got. All right. So we're going to look at the ricasso here, the junction, and I want this piece right here that I'm going to cut out. I want it to sit about right there. That we got plenty of room around it. So about right here, and right. Then we'll kind of eyeball it. So let's do it right here, and we'll try to get it pretty much center. This is the important part of why we took the time to route this out, because hopefully it'll sit here a little bit and it'll keep our bit from walking. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Yo, so we got those 3 done. I actually ended up just milling those slots, but again, I milled the tang slots. We're gonna forge it so that it fits a little bit further. I undersized them on purpose, so that way we can forge them so it does get a true forge fit, and then again, it fits over that tang ricasso junction. At least that's what I call that area of the blade. So what I'm looking at is where I'm gonna do this at. Again, this is too big for my Pritchett hole. And it's just right for the Hardy hole. But the only issue that I'm kind of looking at is, I guess if I can hug this side and hug that side, it can go down in there. I just don't want to deform it. So anyways, let's try it. Let's heat this right here up. We'll start this right here first. And we're going to put it here, and I'm wearing my gloves. And I'm just going to drive this. I'm going to drive this down on here like a punch. Again, this has all been heat treated. It's all hardened. But I came back and I've already differentially tempered this area right here. So it's still hard. But again, I'm not going to get this up to a glow. If I did get it to a glow, it's not going to hurt the blade, but still, I don't want to totally anneal it where the thing's super soft. You know, I just want it sitting a couple points Rockwell lower than the blade edge. So again, we'll get on it and we'll get out of it. Keeping this right here cool, or at least not too hot. All right, slide out the forge. Let's get on it. So we're starting to seat it in there a little bit. We got some progress on that heat. Let's see, this isn't even changing colors. So we're really not doing much to the temper. All right, so we're getting it. Looking good. Nice forge fit up right there. That's it. That's how it's done. We'll let this baby cool off and start on the other ones. This thing's still rolling. So there's the fit up right there, guys. Again, that's the kind of fit up you can only get when you're forging it on. I love that. Slots down in there, and then the tail end about the size of the tang. So yeah, heck yeah, that's it. All right, so we got these done. Again, we forged it out from that piece of wrought iron anchor chain. And then we actually milled a slot and a little bit undersized, and then got them hot, got them really hot actually. Smacked them through, and we drifted those. We used the tangs as drifts to drift that fit up. So it's really nice because again, you got the front, you got a nice flush fit up. The blade, that ricasso area actually goes inside of the guard. And then if you'll come around to the back of the blades, you'll see there's not a whole lot of there's not much slop on the blades. You know, it's about the size of the tang. So that's pretty cool because that means on one end of the guard, it's small. It's only the size of the exiting tang. And then on the front end of the guard, it's the size of that ricasso. It accepts it. So I think it's just added strength to the blade on top of, again, differentially tempering right there at that ricasso junction. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, like I said, learning what we're doing. I'm gonna get better at this whole YouTube thing, but you know, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Like I said, let me know what you guys want to see, or what you like, or what you think we could do better with the filming and all the stuff that I'm doing here. I know it's kind of a bits and pieces, but at least it kind of showed you a little bit of this. What I'll do now is is I'll finish shaping these guards up. I'll clean them down. I'm gonna etch the guards. I'm gonna clean up these blades. These blades look like doo-doo right now, but I didn't want to really finish them up and make them look really nice because, you know, they're gonna be getting dropped around and beaten on this stuff right here. So now that we got that hardest part done, now we're gonna start refining, cleaning everything up. And again, doing the forging the pommel piece won't be very difficult. We'll forge a little nipple out on these, drill a hole through a little round pommel and hammer that through. So not too bad. I think we're getting up towards the top of the hill now on these builds. And like I said, we may end up shooting some more stuff as these progress. Anyways, rock on. Thanks for watching. Later.